No fetch land. I'd love to keep if it had one though. This hand's good. Let's put back the Prismari Command probably. And then probably gonna go Jeskai Triome into Forest. Ice Knight Big Fan is another account pilot by him. That can't be true. That can't possibly be true that this is also Principe. Lots of Yaga the Kermit. I think it's fine. I think instead of a deck you master thing, it's probably never going to be like an unplayable deck for you. We did beat Burn, yeah, it was close. Their deck was interesting, of course. Definitely true he's playing on stream with that account. Wait, he's Principe streams? Why? Why does he have 2 accounts? It's crazy. Do you encounter a lot of Twiddlestorm? I wouldn't say I encounter a lot of Twiddlestorm, no. I encounter some. Grimflayer. Like this is gonna die. I didn't know that Principe streamed. I mean, it has no videos, no VODs. Against the O2 Grimflayer deck. Might lose. Well, sure. I mean, it doesn't matter if you have 2 accounts, but Principe seems like they care a lot about having a lot of trophies, right? Where last season Principe had 74 trophies, which is absurd. Maybe like an all-time record. And so for that to be the case, and for Principe to also own this account, which is Ice9 Big Fan, and this account has 9 trophies, which is like in 10th place right now, that doesn't make any sense to me. How you could possibly like go for trophy leader and then just also have another account that's like, how like you must actually play Magic Online 18 hours a day, right? No decay, please. No Wrenn and Six. Grimflayer, let's go. All right. Any multicolored spell is a great draw here. Prismari Command is a multicolored spell. This does turn on Delirium for their other Flare. It's fine, I think. Wants to be 1 and 2. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I'm obviously not throwing any shade at the guy, but it's like Prince. Oh, sorry, I already had a Grimflayer in the yard. Like I'm thinking about making a bet for me being trophy leader. This at the end of this season. And I think I'm gonna do it. I think if I'm not sure on the number of subs I want to gift, but I think that if I'm not trophy leader at the end of the season, I'll gift either 1 or 200 subs. Maybe like 250. So just make it like $1,000 or something. But like I'm scared of Principe, who it seems like they play 18 hours a day, right? It's just like I don't know how I could possibly keep up. But I think I'm gonna do it anyways. I think it'll be good for the stream. It'll be some, some tension, some stakes. I think it'll be fun. But I'm scared. But also like having the rival, maybe it will be good for the stream, huh? Having the rival, why Principe? Are they playing Grimflayer Darcy? I'm gonna bring in Rest in Peace. I want to cut like the 4th Chalice on the draw, maybe the 2nd command too. Yeah, Principe's Twitter account only shows 1 account. Yeah, I know that there are people in like Brazil and like Latin America specifically that Magic Online is just their full-time gig. So I definitely respect the hustle. I thought Doom was my rival in trophies. I mean, maybe last season, but I'm currently at the top of the leaderboard. Doom's doing well. Doom has 8, but like I want to be rivaling everybody. I don't want it to just be a bet with Doom. Yeah, I use Mana Traders, Wampe. This chat have to sub 1,000 times if I win. I mean, there's like no way to enforce that. It would be cool, I guess. I'm not gonna say no. Omnath Courier, wow. This deck's cool. Aspiring Spike, declare your deck to be cool. I believe you, Martinez. I believe you. Just like it blows my mind. I believe you. Play a Darcy. Play a Darcy. Do it. Do it. As a streamer, how many streamer nemesis would I say I have? 0, I think. All beefs or jokes, you know. I don't have any nemesises. Really, like the only person I'm truly competing with is myself. Just always trying to be a bit better than the day before, you know. So maybe that's a little antithetical towards the trophy bet, but that is how I want to approach this, you know, this idea. I really want to think of my streaming career or whatever as I'm only competing against myself. I think that's a good way to think about it. And Fury's just nuts. Same with me, the only person I'm truly competing with is Spike. I also think like this bet would be good for me competing with myself. Courser of Crewfix. It would be good for me to compete against myself, right? A way to like push myself a bit further. You could have the same viewership as you would right now, but stream another game full time. What would it be? If I had to do that, it would be Dark Souls. I like really enjoy. I watch a lot of Dark Souls no hit content. I find it really interesting, and I like would love to do it too, but not nearly as skilled as that game as I am as Magic, and I also really love Magic. Okay, so they're drawing Blood Crypt next turn. Watch Squilla Kill a little bit, yeah. I mostly watch the Happy Hob and then Dino Sigil and a few others. I watch like a couple Dark Souls speedrunners, like Yorsha. I like Yorsha. I think she's really good. Oh no, now I can Thoughtseize my Omnath. I like Otz is also someone I like. I've watched Otz's YouTube videos on the Dark Souls like no hit, so the Dark Souls 2 no hit journey. I've watched those videos 1,000 times, like 6 or 7 times. Why Prismatic on draw step and not on my turn? So that way, I cast Prismatic Ending on my opponent's draw step so that I could see what their top card was with Courser of Crewfix. If I did it on my turn, I wouldn't have the information that they drew this Bloodstained Mire. All right, their Traverse is online, and with Teferi in play, there's no downside to it either. Yeah, Games Done Quick is fun to watch. Esther really likes watching speedruns with me. Yeah, Otz is great. Fran says, wait, did someone actually beat Dark Souls without being hit? Well, so the first person to do it was the Happy Hob. There's like a lot of like, there's a few videos you can watch about it. What did they get? They got Ballista? Cool. There's a few videos you can watch about it. But there's actually been people that have beaten, I believe there's 3, there might be 4, that have, has Squilla done it? I think Squilla's done it, but have beaten what's known as the God Run, which is Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, Bloodborne, Demon Souls, and Sekiro. Oh, sorry, not Sekiro, not Sekiro yet. Without being hit. Without being hit. Which is crazy, which is absolutely wild. And so one person has done it with Sekiro, which is the new game too. But like, so they haven't just done that in general. They've done that in a row. They've done that in a row without being hit. And it's just like truly really cool to watch. See, which one is this?
Hello, you.
I think I've seen this one. There's a lot to get into it. There's like a lot of different, you know, content creators and lore behind it. And Goyf is pretty good here. Yeah, while streaming, it's all recorded. Like there's streamers that this is what they do, and it's one of my favorite things to watch is like no hit Dark Souls games. But yes, while streaming, of course, while streaming, it just doesn't count if it's not like recorded, of course. Yeah. And then Dino Sigil, which is one of my favorite streamers, did Dark Souls no hit. So the God Run one, which is Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, Bloodborne, Sekiro. Sorry, not Sekiro, Demon Souls. Did that run at level 1 without leveling up. The entire run without leveling up. Which is just like which is unreal, and that was like the world's first that happened kind of recently. Yeah, so really cool. A lot of talented streamers grinding these games, and like I've been saying, just it's some of my favorite stuff on Twitch to watch. So really recommend the Happy Hob. And Dino's username is so hard to recommend because it's like he's German and it's like it's his name, or no, it's not his name. I don't know. Let me pull it up. I love Dino. Dino might still be streaming actually. I usually watch him in the mornings before I go live. Yeah, he is still streaming, so you guys can stop watching me and go watch Dino. Oh, he's got a lot of viewers right now. Is getting hit in a game doesn't validate. Yeah, getting hit in one of the games that validates the entire run. You have to start the whole thing over. It's awesome. It's so cool to watch. Let's keep this. Everyone's following him, really? That's cool. Have I tried to no hit run myself? I actually have. I was actually practicing a bit before MH2. I was able to get to like Quelaag pretty consistently. And then I could beat her sometimes without getting hit. And I was just trying to like master the beginning of it. Then I stopped practicing. But I'd like to at one point. Does the order of the games matter? It doesn't, no. I like Distortion. I haven't heard of Distortion, no. I know you said you're really busy days, but there would ba. These are secret lair basics. I like them. Any chance for Dark Souls content? I just want to do a casual playthrough of Elden Ring when it comes out. And if I honestly don't imagine I could have time at the moment to practice a no-hit Dark Souls run, but I would really like to do it. I think it would be something I would enjoy. Easy peasy. He's calling me a legend and saying I'm so nice. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I love Dino. I'm gonna make how many people are following Dino? Hey Chu, how you doing? I don't know if you I'm in Dino's chat like every single morning. A big hi to Dino. I usually only get to watch for like an hour and a half, but I start every we have Chalice and Teferi against them. I start every single morning watching Dino stream. It's awesome. It's just like a nice, very chill environment right before I start streaming. This matchup seems really, really good. Opponent's playing Living End. You can tell that they're playing Living End by when they're cycling all their creatures there. So the way the deck works is they play Violent Outburst, Charlotte's Agent, and then they cascade into Living End, which brings all their creatures back. And then Chalice of the Void on 0 counters their Living End and just like for 0 mana beats their whole deck. It's crazy. Do the 250 subs on Dark Souls no hit. So the bet is if I'm not trophy leader at the end of the season, I have to no hit Dark Souls. That might be a way to kill the stream. But a fun way for the stream to go out, huh? Alright, this hand's definitely a keep against Living End. I think I'll put back... I'll just put back the second iteration. Is there advantage of Living End over Rhinos? Your Cascade spells are a lot more powerful. They hit really, really hard. But the downside is you're more vulnerable to hate. But like, you know, one Cascade spell can just win you the game. Whereas, sometimes you can beat Rhinos can be beaten. I'd put up 20 or so. The idea is that I have to get the subs. I don't know. It sounds fun. Good thing, Chew. Love you guys. I'll say hi tomorrow, I'm sure. Maybe putting a community-funded wager with loyal subs, but a gift sub. I don't know. It's just so lame. I don't know. I don't want you guys to feel obligated. And it's also just like, if I do the bet, people are definitely going to give subs anyways, so who cares? I think it, and honestly, like, it's not about the subs, it's not about the money, it's not about the punishment for a bet like this. It's mostly to just do my best to push myself, you know, beyond what I've done in the past. That makes sense. A little late on the Chalice. Any chance looking for iteration with Chalice? Maybe. I was thinking that I wanted to hold the iteration for a blue card for Force so I could play Teferi. But there was maybe a consideration to that. Stream until I get 5 leagues in a row. 5 leagues in a row is almost impossible. Do you mean like trophy 5 leagues in a row? Because my personal record is 4, which is absurd. Trophying 4 leagues in a row is like almost impossible. 5 is like is maybe actually impossible or close to it. They have grief? Cool. 24-hour stream. 24-hour stream is not close to enough. I've been streaming for more than 2 years. I've never trophied 5 leagues in a row. And it's not, and it's just not gonna happen. It's like it's close to not possible. I think it's technically possible, of course. Everything is possible through Klothys. I'm gonna cast the general here. Am I supposed to Fury? I think maybe I'm supposed to Fury and just not put anything in the yard. A Snake Fighter. Yeah, the four trophies in a row is with Rakdos Luris. I mean, that was one of the most absurd win streaks I've ever had, and I don't know. I don't think that like you know, it's a special combination winning that much in a row. It's a special combination of having a really well positioned deck, being very lucky, and like playing super tight. It's just like a really hard combination of those 3 things. I kind of want a Fury. I think we don't need to. I'm just gonna pass. Was it 4-0, 20-0? I lost games for sure. Yeah, and then there was one day that we almost trophied. Or I think that time we were playing for 15-0, which at the time would have been my record, but we lost to the Teamer Reclamation. It was a good stream though. White Korean 4 months, appreciate you. Hope you're having a good one. For your kill your own newbie next level play, yeah, it could be good. I think I'm just gonna Helix the Borrower here. I could Helix them. 8-11. Yeah, I'll just Helix them. I think. AK Mac. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, I wish I could tune in and say hi to Dino. I'm just in the middle of, you know, my thing. I was watching this morning like I usually do. I'll say hi tomorrow. No, we're not 20-0 with this. Or we have a really good record with this. We're just talking about like the only time I was ever 20-0. I think I ended up winning like 26 matches in a row or something, but there was like some like challenge matches and stuff in between. Oh no, everybody's done this. Everybody's just like Force of Negation the Violent Outburst and not the Living End. Everybody's done this. But I feel like there's a chance they've got some interaction for this, but then we can Fury. Although I'm not sure that I want to. Like, I can Fury kill one of these guys, but I can also just, yeah, I'll just play this tapped and then hardcast Fury next turn, kill Curator. And then another Living End's a bit obnoxious. I guess they just get Borrower Grief, but if they can chain Cyclers into Living End, it's a bit obnoxious. Why didn't we Helix before block to double block? Oh, we should have done that. Although it's a bit awkward to put the Grief in the graveyard, actually. Yeah, just putting the Grief in the graveyard is probably not something we're that interested in. Oh, they have a second Grief? Maybe this is Street Wraith. It's Architects. They can target me or them. They target themselves. Fury, kill your own general, get one buff. Fury doesn't have flash. Fury's sorcery speed. Fury and Grief don't have flash. The other ones do, I think. So now they don't have good attacks because they don't have a swamp in play. Yeah, General. Oh no, General does not have protection from monocolor. I actually played this deck last night off stream, and I trophied, but there was like 2 spots where, I should probably just take 6, right? Yeah, I don't really want to put the cards in their yard. Actually, if they Living End, we get the General back. We have Iteration. Oh, but they get to Grief my Iteration. Man, why is this so hard? Yeah, you can target your own hexproof creatures, but like some people acted as if the General had protection from monocolored. It doesn't. It has hexproof. They're just so likely to have another Cascade spell. I'm really not sure if I was supposed to block there or not. Cycle Riverwinder. Then jam Childless Agent. Could trade Fury with Wraith. Yeah, maybe that was the better line. Now they get to Grief my Iteration. I do have a General in play. I do have a General. I'd be feeling way better about our spot if we weren't top decking, but we could top deck out of this. Are there any other cards that have hexproof or monocolored? Not that I know of. I mean, like that's a big part of the reason why I like the card so much, is that it has this really powerful ability that's unique and just hard for a lot of decks to kill. We need your old Manamorphose or Iteration. Oh, right on time, Chalice. Okay, going to game 3. Get to be on the play, which is a big asset. I think this matchup's very good. We're a Teferi, Time Raveler, Chalice of the Void, Rest in Peace, Force of Negation deck. But we can still lose. One of our losses was to Rhinos, which is another good matchup, I think. Yeah, Dino's great. Dino's a really good guy. Nico from Germany. Yeah, Soldier of the Pantheon has protection from multicolored, which is not the same, I guess. This is game 3. We're not main decking Rest in Peace. I know that Nassif is main decking Rest in Peace in like these Jeskai variants, but I don't think that you want to main deck Rest in Peace in your Wrenn and Six deck. Still a fine sideboard card. What's the logic behind 3 Fury in the deck? Fury is just a good card in red-based mid-range decks like this. We have a ton of red cards. The card is, I've been really, really impressed by it in decks like Mono Red Obosh, really impressed by it in Team of Rhinos. The card also does play pretty nicely with Expressive Iteration, where you're spending 2 mana to draw 2, and then you can Fury. Fury is also like the only incarnation that can get card advantage or card parity without like any, ephemerate shenanigans. The card's like totally fine to cast for 5 mana. Should Fury be in the Naya Recruiter deck? Maybe. The problem with Fury is that you can't evoke it, and I'm not sure if you have the density, or you can't recruit for it, and I don't know if you have the density of red cards in that deck. I'd have to take another look. Canada Games, thanks for the host. Fury also hits Planeswalkers, which is pretty powerful. Although less relevant these days. It does kill Wrenn and Six, although that's some admitted card disadvantage. We have Force. Obviously, I think I'm gonna mulligan this hand. I want a Chalice, a Rest in Peace. This hand has both of those. Cool. Those of you just tuning in, the matchup is Living End. I should play Chalice on turn 1 to play around Grief, right? Yeah. Fury Blade win. We'll do that next. Do you think Obosh has potential in more than Mono Red? I've looked at it in some other shells. Even recently, I was trying to make it work in red black mid range. Instead of playing Lurrus as a companion, you played Obosh and you got to play Blood Moon Spyro. But unfortunately, I didn't think the deck was very good. But it was definitely very cool. I want to cycle this. Let me just, I think, name green red, because like really the only thing I'd cast here is Wrenn and Six. Just cycling though. Ding 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 ding. No fetch land though, but we still get to cast it. Yeah, I know our opponent plays Foundation Breaker, but they also play Grief, and so I guess because I had both Chalice and Rest in Peace, that could have been a reason to not play this on turn 1. Fetch land would be a sick draw. Just say the card don't need to come. Okay, Arid Mesa. Arid Mesa. Well, I'm gonna make blue red here for iteration. Raptor Nachos, 9 months. Appreciate you, dude. Why Manamorphose? We're playing Manamorphose to go with the namesake card of this deck, General Rokiric. However you say that card. Hardcast Grief. Probably take my Force. We're pretty close to ultimating this Wrenn, but that doesn't do much unless we can find a fetch land. They do take the Force. Chalice is still holding down the fort for now. I guess I could Fury. Maybe I should have Furied the Grief there. I probably should have. This doesn't matter that much. Not yet, at least. Anybody know why I'm not playing the second Chalice? Pop quiz, pop quiz. Why am I not playing second Chalice? They're just getting a 2/2 out there? Just getting a 2/2 out there. Can I draw a land? I can draw a land, and it's a fetch land, finally. Force of Vigor, that's a good answer. A good answer. It's not exactly what I was looking for, but maybe I'll accept the answer. Do I bounce Agent? I don't think so. Yeah, the reason why is the first Chalice counter is the second. I don't think anybody in chat said the real answer, but first Chalice counter is the second is why. Alright, does anybody know why we're not playing the third Chalice? Anybody know why we're not playing the third Chalice here? Yeah, it will counter the second one, but it won't counter the third. Yeah, it's all checks out. Yeah, we'd be in way better shape if we had Furied the Grief earlier, but I think we're still doing well. And now Teferi, Time Raveler, and Chalice are both stopping their Cascade shenanigans, so it should just be good. I think we can beat 4 mana 4/4. About to ultimate Wrenn and Six, but I might wait a turn. Am I gonna Chalice on some silly number? Do I Chalice on 4? I guess. I don't want to Chalice on 2. I've got a lot of 2-drops. I'm about to like Wrenn blow Manamorphose. Yeah, Chalice on 4 stops Foundation Breaker, right? Or is it, wait, does Foundation Breaker cost 3 or 4? Yeah, this also stops Grief. It stops the thing we just bounced, which they probably just cycle here. Yeah, I like 4. Anybody ever Chalice on 4 before? I think I've probably done this before. Oh, it also stops Force of Vigor, that's true. Yeah, this was the bright number. Now we get to Rimblem and start casting Manamorphose. Turn these lands into spells, baby. Turn the spell into spells, maybe. Could be an above average turn. Kind of surprised my opponent's still here, but I'm glad to be here at least. I want to find a general. Hand, bottom, exile. I'm probably not playing the Wrenn and Six this turn though. A lot of lands, but I mean lands are obviously good in this spot. There we go. I did this for playing for 5-0 last night. I had a Rimblom with Manamorphose. I don't. Was my opponent just gonna let me have my fun? Seems like they are. Above average turn. So I think I'm just gonna end this chain when I stop drawing lands, just by Wrenn and Six, get back a land, pass. But also, we don't need to overthink this too much. We have no way to lose this game, I think. I hope. Opponent says, you won, I'm just gonna let you show off your deck to the stream. Could you play a Spiral over Morphos to utilize Omnath? Maybe. I mean, Manamorphose is really good with the general. I don't think that you have to play one or the other. I don't hate the idea. Your curve would probably have to be a little higher to one Spiral, maybe. Not that hard to build it that way. At first glance, this deck was almost like Niv. Yeah, like the idea is that it's the same style of deck, of course, but the curve is lower with the general, which makes a lot of sense in this metagame where everything is way low to the ground. It's been really good so far. I'm currently 5-0-4-1-4-1 with this deck. Now it looks like we're gonna be 2-0 in this league. Petty Theft the Chalice on 0. Get smacked. It'll feel natural. You can keep this. Speeds, thank you for your subscription. Appreciate ya. Jafar. I kind of like Jafar more. Maybe. Hold on. What? This name is so bad. I think. Jafar. I think it's Jafar son. Jafar seems closer. There's a really good. There's a really good musical. Everybody in chat thinks I'm just like the biggest musical lover, but I mean maybe I am, and I just am in denial. But there is a really good musical about Jafar's side of things, from Jafar from Aladdin. It's pretty good. Dash the monkey. Hit my fury. Decide not to evoke. I don't think I'm casting Iteration. Yeah, it's a Star Kid musical. Yeah, poor misunderstood Jafar. Oh, I should have got the other Triome probably. It's fine. We have this as green source. Play this. What, I missed a land drop, right? They're on the play. Surprised I didn't cast anything. I wasn't a theater kid, but me and Esther, or I guess me and my friends from the camping trip were talking about how maybe I should have been. I feel like I would have been a good theater kid. I would have loved that Omnath. I think I'm gonna just... Nah, Teferi's so fragile to Unholy Heats. Iteration. Cool. And bottom, exile. Get a basic forest. Maybe this is bad. If I draw Helix, I can't cast it in general next turn. Oh, I can, actually. Triome, 16 months, appreciate ya. They bolt me, but Chalice on 1 is, of course, really good against them. I haven't played this matchup in a while. Okay, I need to remember to call this card Jafar. We're about to cast Jafar. Does that sound right? Does that sound like that's what we're about to do? Cast Jafar? She kind of just doesn't look like Jafar at all, though. That's the problem. Ding. Dino, thanks for the raid, dude. Nico from Germany. That's really cool. Oh man, I'm nerding out a bit. Thanks, buddy. How far did you get? I saw that you were on Demon Souls. This is Magic the Gathering, everybody from Dino's stream. I'm a big fan of the Dark Souls no-hit community. I was talking about it on stream earlier. Is that Nico from Germany in the chat? It's crazy. But hi everybody. Thanks for the raid. If you're not into Magic the Gathering, I'll be completely honest with you. My stream is really not a very good introduction to the game. I focus on the modern format, which is one of the older formats, and there's a lot of kind of complex interactions. I focus more on like kind of higher technical gameplay than like most introductory. Then a stream that's like would be better to like learn the game, to be completely honest with you. But if you like modern, if you like Magic, or if you just like wasting your time watching a stream you know nothing about, you can watch me. We're almost in game 5. That's awesome. I'll be there tomorrow morning. I usually watch like for the hour and a half before I go live, and then I usually watch basically all day Sunday. News, thank you for the 2-month reset. I appreciate ya. Your stream is great to watch in the mornings. They missed their land drop. It seems like we're going to be off to a 3-0 start here. Get the Chalice down. They could have Force. Yeah, being real honest. Painfully honest. Okay, so they're playing Serum Visions to grow their Murktide Regent, but they'll probably concede to this Rest in Peace. I can't imagine oh, okay, they're still playing. But game's looking really lopsided here. They're still missing their land. Maybe I should have left that in the deck. Okay, well they concede. This is pretty lopsided draws here. Yeah, okay, they conceded that one. That was super lopsided. We're killing it with this deck. We're 11-2 on the day, and I 5-0 last night. With the amount of time you play the Souls series. I used to play a lot of Souls in my free time, but I've found it difficult because I've recently become more busy on the stream. I guess we get Temple Garden here. It's kind of a weird draw with the Steam Vents. Just a humble MTGO user. This is definitely going to be a game I think that showcases the strength of Fury. If I draw, I'm just going to hold the. I think I just hold both Manamorphoses actually. Pitch the Omnath. Both of these. Next turn we can go General, which shouldn't die to anything that they have, right? Yeah, the game definitely has like a really high learning curve. Got a Spicy Tech, Gamza, and Hala. I'm not sure what that is, Flounce, but it is good. They are good cards, which is supposed to be what that redemption's for. Gilly, thanks for the gifted sub. Appreciate ya. Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine they main deck Pirate Spellbomb. Sometimes they have Galvanic Blast, but this, of course, dodges that. Would you a third Manamorphose? I can't believe it. I've been so impressed by this card. Next turn is going to be absurd. I'm just trying to think if this can die. They're not at scale, so they don't have Ballista. Yeah, this is crazy. This deck has been really, really good. I'm really proud of it. I know that like I feel like we're officially out of the slump where it was like 2 weeks ago I was just so stuck doing nothing but playing Darcy Ragavan piles, and we still are playing them a little bit, but I feel like I've unstuck myself and I've got like a good enough grip on the format that I'm able to, like, you know, I felt able to be like building really good deck lists again and be more creative with it. But I did feel like I was in a little bit of a slump. Another Fury? Probably gonna try to hardcast that next turn. So let me see. I think I'm still doing blue-red. Helix here, I think, to deny some of their Metalcraft. Pass. Yeah, my opponent got a free 0 mana 4/4. We got 4 0 mana 4/4s. Crazy. Your Darcy slump is what got me back to Magic. Yeah, I really like the gameplay of that, you know. But it's just important for me personally. The way like I stay engaged and the way like I get a lot out of the stream is when I'm just constantly innovating and building good deck lists and being proud of the deck lists I make, you know. Is the blue to represent denial? They play blue for Thought Monitor and Thoughtcast. They might have some counter spells in their deck. There's the Thought Monitor. So, am I going to want to kill a 4/4 or the Thought Monitor and a Frogmite? I think I should probably just attack first. I'm fine trading these for anything, really. Just cleaning up with Fury. I guess this is bad if they double block the 2/2s on one of the goblins or golems. I didn't think they would do that. Manamorphose sure is a modern legal card, yeah. Good way to put it. Winning game 1 is nice. I guess, oh, I forgot I had the Katakis still. Yeah, we actually have a ton of sideboard hate. The Gunshots, the Katakis, the Alpine Moon, the Wear Tears, the Explosives. I think that some amount of Chalices are good on the play for Chalice on 0. I'm not a big fan of it on the draw. I think we're just going to cut them. And then the Teferi Time Ravelers seem like one of our weaker cards. Ending, Fury's fine. We can maybe cut a General and a Manamorphose just to be a little bit leaner. Yeah, Fury's been really good. I've been so impressed by it. Yeah, this is a brew of mine. It's not my first league. My first league was last night, 5-0, and then today we're 11-2. But it's been something I've just been feeling like the General. We keep meaning to call him Jafar, but it's just not sticking, I think. But I just think the card's really underplayed. The card seems to be pretty well positioned in the modern format. I kind of want to go to 5. Any hand that has Kataki is so much better than this hand. It's like very medium 6. Okay, probably have to keep this on 5. And, you know, Wrenn and Six always does a good job of, unmulliganing you. I'll keep the forest so I can go Jeskai Triome into basic forest. Does Jeff die to anger? Yes, it does. It only has hexproof. Oh, there's the Kataki. We've been doing really well with this deck, but I also like have to make sure that I point out we've also been running super hot, I feel. Thoughts on Ginny for general? I feel like I liked Jafar more than anything else. Ginny's not bad. They can't even have Metallic Rebuke here, right? Jafar seems like the actual worst. Yeah, that's true. Like the name, like Jafar seems grammatically the best, but the connotation of Jafar is just so different from what the card looks like. Although it's actually very on par with the Starkid musical interpretation of Jafar. They just pack it up. Okay, we're playing for 5-0. This is also a really exciting match, right? Because if we 5-0, we are no longer tied with the rest of the trophy leaders. We just are the de facto trophy leader. We can. I think we're gonna take a mulligan. Opponent's not playing Luris. Alright, this hand's great. I think I want to put back the Temur Triome so I can go turn 1 ending, turn 2 Wrenn. Been pondering on Rakdos Delirium. Do you like Dark Confidant or Young Pyromancer over Voidwalker? Not Young Pyromancer, maybe Dark Confidant right now. And maybe not. Alright, Arid Mesa go. Tapped Sacred Foundry. Kind of scared. I'm not sure exactly what this is. It could be burn. Alright, of course it's burn. He did beat burn earlier. We've got like a bunch of helixes. We have Omnath in our deck. There's the Omnath. I was apparently not lying about it being in the deck. Kind of a painful way to answer Eidolon. But them not having a 1-mana spell is pretty good for us. If we were on to play this game, we'd be in phenomenal shape. No second Eidolon is kind of nice. They have 4 cards in their hand. We're at 15. Do have Boros Charm? They do. We're down to 11. So they need 4 burn spells to kill us from this point. Swifty. Boros Charm number 2. I think attack me down to 5. I'm a bit worried about playing Omnath and then having it die. I don't get to gain any life out of it. So I obviously have 4 options. I can cast Iteration, and if I find Lightning Helix or possibly Chalice, that's like the highest upside play if I find exactly Helix. My opponent missed their land drop, which means that they probably have 2 spells in their hand. I could also find second Wrenn and Six to just double ping. I think I'm gonna cast Iteration. Oh no, hold on. I should tap. This is a bit awkward. I should tap like this. We found it. Somebody get me the clip. Somebody get me the clip. Somebody get me the clip. Or maybe we can see some Lightning Helixes spammed in chat. Let's go, dude. Feels really good. Their Lightning Helix is a bit worse than ours. So if I fetch an upkeep, I'm cold to Skullcrack, but I think if they had Skullcrack, they would have left it up here, so I'm gonna fetch now. Like, I don't think they make that play they made if they have Skullcrack in their hand. Resolves and game just ends, right? In before bolts. They only had 1 card in their hand, so that's not possible. Ah, oh man, it feels so good. That was like the only line that was like the only line to take to win that game ever. Pretty happy about that. Won a game, yeah. Somebody found the clip. All right, let's play it. For good luck. Thank you.
Oh my god! Great joke! I like the play.
Oh, I like the play. That's what you were saying.
The crowd is
Come on,
into
Zach.
it. What is on top of the deck? What is on top of the deck? Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Wow.
Greg Jones is...
Let's bring in these forces. I think. I guess like the cards we're cutting though are blue. We could cut Wrenn and Six actually. Especially on the draw. Yeah. Alright, sense keepable. The gut shots are for the Ragavan Darcy decks and the Hammer Time decks. This deck can be a little slow, especially on the draw. It's like, and gut shots like super fast removal spell against those decks. They've been pretty good. If this was only a 3-color deck, would I find a land spot for Caverns? I mean, I wouldn't play Cavern with Wrenn and Six, and I wouldn't play Cavern with Omnath probably. Maybe it's fine with Wrenn and Six, but like specifically in your Omnath deck, Cavern's a bit awkward because if it's ever taps or colorless, it's a big problem. But you could play one. You could play one. You know, depends on how lucky you're feeling, right? The third Prismatic Ending. My, you know, of course, my opponent's not playing Lyris. Alright, I think I'm naming blue-red here, because, I mean, I have another Manamorphose, so it doesn't matter that much. Now do I name red-white? I think I still name blue-red. I really want to be able to cast Iteration if I draw it. We missed on lands, that's unfortunate, but, you know, for how hot we've been running, maybe about due to run a little poorly, huh? They have 2 cards left in their hands. The spins Rift Bolt, which we can force. Can't shock that in. Bolts me. They're gonna have to get a little bit lucky. Maybe a lot a bit lucky. Like we just have to draw like a basic or reflecting pool. Made a 1, yeah, probably not gonna happen. Oh, I could do it. It's a start at least. It's a start at least. Sack the Canyon. We're not dead to the card that was in their hands. I can't cast the General. We can, if they play Eidolon Fury, can answer General, at least. Oh no. Wait, is this a pump fake? They're not pump faking me, are they? They have to be, right? They're just actually pump faking me. It's kinda... Oh, they're not. Okay, they're just thinking about counter spells. Never mind. Imagine if they had suspended there, though, they would play Teferi. Okay. Yeah, game 2 on the draw is a bit rough. I mean, we also missed a lot of lands. See, hopefully game 3 goes better. We can keep this hand. What's kind of nice is if they play a 1-mana creature, they will get 2 hits off, but then Teferi gets to bounce the creature back to their hand, and then the Chalice counters it. Oh, that's obviously best card in the matchup, maybe. I really want this trophy, man. Eidolon? Well, we can Fury the Eidolon. I hope I draw another red card, thank goodness, or thank Clothis, sorry. And any Fury believers yet? Honest of mine, thanks for the raid, dude. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, right. I mean, we have a ton of red cards in the deck, but the Fury is really good. Should I be worried about Omnath dying? I think yes. Like I think that just waiting a turn makes sense. Okay, now I'll just Chalice on 2. All right, I think we're gonna trophy, guys. Hank, thank you for your subscription. I think we're gonna do it. And I think that, you know, we are currently tied with the other trophy leaders and our names at the top, but like actually getting that extra trophy was pretty good. And that also will put us, what, to like 18-2 with this deck if you... It's crazy. That's a bunch of 1-drops in hand. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, let me go ahead and complete the prediction. We did it. We're number 1, baby. Hell yeah. That's exciting. The Royal Scions.